Previously, I made many bad judgments about products I bought, and I thought that they don't work. One day, I bought a welder from Harbor Freight, and when I went to the car, I discovered that there's something missing. I don't have a cable, electric cable, to in the in the device I bought. After I opened the box, it turned out the device was operated by propane gas. So when I turned it back to the store, I told them there is no electric connection. They showed me where the connection is. It was a propane gas device. It was not operated by electricity. Here I made the same mistake when I bought this helmet. I kept reading Google and I got the wrong information from Google. It turned out that I was wrong. This is a helmet, welding helmet, that's operated by solar. This is the solar unit, and it has the photo cells. It has a battery, but the battery is not rechargeable. It's a power battery. The manual said the battery only you change the battery every 6 years. You are not going to change the battery at all. The battery is not used. When I used it the first time, it did not work at all. I adjusted the knobs, the darkness, and the delay. He said the delay is on my right, and the sensitivity is on my left. This is the device inside is a solid state unit that changes the darkness, the polarization. What happened is that I was completely ignorant. This uses the solar light, or the solar, which means the light around you. Doesn't have to be solar, any light, to darken or lighten or make it transparent. So I'm going to show you how it works now. When you read the manual carefully, you have to realize this is the Chicago Electric Welding. It's an auto darkening welding helmet. When you go through the units, the warning and the stuff like that, until you get to, of course, it tell you don't open, don't use all the instructions that you should not do. If you are a guy who like to use things without reading them, you make serious mistakes. Like I do have this habit, sometimes thinking that I can do everything without reading. Then you make mistakes, then you look for the manual. Here it tells you what to do, what not to do. We are going to skip that part. But there is many points what it tells you don't, whatever here, you cannot use it for laser, you cannot use it for propane, you cannot use it for explosives, because it's the solid state. And it describes you the condition, how to save it, how to put it when you don't use it. And here is the adjustment of the ampere. This is the ampere from 10 to 450, and the darkness from 9 to 13, and the darkness is written in here on the side. This is the darkening unit. If you look at carefully, it has a grind. This is the grind. The grind means when you are doing grinding and you want a transparent glass, and you have 10, 9, 10, 11, 13, that you adjust the darkening level. I'm going to how it works before we go here. Of course, now I am very sure it is working because it did work with me. Why didn't it work when I welded? First, I left it in this position for almost 2 or 3 days. Don't know if that was the reason or not, but I discovered now it is working. How? Let us go to the look at here on. I adjusted on the. It is not on the grind. Let me turn the flash on. Here is the flash, turn it on. Here is the grind. Here is the 9, and here is the 10. So the 10 darkness, if you look at here, it corresponds to the ampere of 60 ampere. If you look now at it is dark now because I'm turning it against it towards. If you look at, this is the solid state in the front, I'm turning it to the screen, it is very dark. Look at here, it's dark. Let me now turn my flashlight, camera flash off. Here is the camera in my hand. If you look at the camera now down, you can see the keyboard. You can see the keyboard. Can you read the keyboard? Yes, you can. If you turn it now to the screen, to the computer screen, horizontally, let me take this out of my way. The cameras can see, but my eyes don't see. Let us do it that way again. So you have to look at it with your own eyes, eye level. Come on, man. I need to get this out of my way. Okay. When you look from a distance on the screen now, this is the screen. With my eyes it looks darkened. I cannot even read. Ooh, yes, it does darken. You can read. Here is without the screen. Here is with the helmet. Here is without the helmet. Here is with the helmet. If you look at the window, here is with the helmet. Here is without the helmet. So the first thing it tells you that battery. Don't listen to Google when it tells you change the batteries. Here it tell you what you do without welding. Of course, you have to wear the right clothes. You can have toxic fumes. All the stuff. You have to remove the covers, the sticker in the front of the lens. And here is the adjustment knob from grind 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and you have a table to adjust it. This is the darkening mode, and I show you the table. This is how you adjust it around your neck. Here are the shades from 9 to 13, and the delay and the sensitivity knots. How do you test it? How do you test the unit? Let's go to the end. Here it tells you some of the remedies. Auto darkness filter doesn't darken or flickers. It gives you the instruction about maybe the front lens is spoiled or damaged. The sensors are, if you look at here, these are the sensors on the side, one here and one here. And you have the solar channel, and this is the window. It has the polarization that darken or not, or the welding current number Number C, the welding current is too low. Which means you don't because it runs by the light that comes from the spark. You have to spark to generate solar or light, and the light triggers the sensors, and the sensor triggers the polarization of the lens. The slow response is because you need to adjust it. Temperature is too low, operating temperature is too low. Do not use if the temperature is too low, which means freezing temperature, you will have slow response. When you are not seeing good, either because the incorrect adjustments, number C, or insufficient light around you, or the lens are soiled. Welding helmet slip, yeah, that is easy. You just fix it to your head. And here are the parts of the lens. Here are the parts of the helmet. The front part, the A part, is the lens cover. Number B, the shell is what is holding it. That's the shell that's holding it in the top of your head. And the front part is the shell cover. And the critical part, that is the solid state part inside, is the auto darkening filter. And what is inside that filter, and the D is what is behind the filter. So in other way, that portion inside is the auto darkening filter, and you have the D is the lens, behind it another cover, and that's all to it. Because that portion, the filter is attached to the side to the darkening knob. This is how to replace the cover, how to clean the filter. You don't clean the filter, but you only clean it with a cotton cloth. You don't use alcohol in it. You don't put water or any other liquid. Don't remove the auto darkening filter. Do not try to open the filter, because it's solid state. If you open it, you're going to destroy it. When it didn't work with me, the reason I know it is working is because I turned the cell phone on. Now, here is that cell phone is on. When I go here, try to see the cell phone, my camera seeing is better than my eyes. My eyes seeing dark. You can now read the cell phone. If you tilt it, you can see it better. If you go on the top, of course you have to move your eyes with it. With my own eyes, now if you look at now from this angle, it is almost dark, even though the cell phone is in the bottom. If you take it away, this is the cell phone. If you put it back, here is how the darkness is. Of course, when I got tired before reading, I was thinking about getting this old-fashioned helmet and just opening the front cover like this, and coming here in the front and putting a cell phone in the front of it, so I don't have to worry about, because since the auto darkening is a solid state electronic function, you just can stick a cell phone in the front of it and darken around it and see through the cell phone.